Let's talk about what's allowed and what's not allowed between a husband and wife in the bedroom. I'm going to answer all your questions in this video, so stay tuned. We'll begin with a verse in the Quran that defines the boundaries. Allah draws an analogy in the Quran, comparing the husband and wife's relationship to that of a farmer and his field. The farmer may enter the field and sow his seed in any way he likes, except for two specific boundaries. The first boundary is the back door, which is explicitly forbidden. Allah has said no to this, and there's wisdom in it. The second boundary is during menstruation or post-childbirth bleeding. No penetration is allowed during these times as the woman is healing. Apart from these two, all other forms of intimacy are permissible within the marital relationship. Oral intimacy is permissible, provided both partners take care of hygiene to ensure mutual enjoyment. It's important to present yourself in the best way possible, especially if this is new territory for either spouse. Some women worry about cleanliness before prayer after engaging in oral intimacy. The same rules apply here as for any other form of intimacy. Cleanse yourself properly afterward. In fact, it is a sunnah to shower together with your spouse. Islam encourages intimacy, viewing it as a means of nurturing the emotional, physical, and spiritual aspects of marriage. Utilizing what is halal strengthens the bond between husband and wife. Toys in the bedroom are permissible with one condition: they must not be used for penetration. They can be used externally to enhance the experience. Regarding fetishes, as long as they do not involve anything explicitly prohibited by Allah, like the two boundaries mentioned earlier, they are acceptable. The Prophet provided tailored advice based on individual needs. For instance, two companions asked about kissing their wives while fasting. One was permitted, while the other was not, based on their ability to restrain themselves. Similarly, the Quran serves as a guide, offering principles for personal reflection, even in intimate matters. The Quran encourages mindfulness in all acts, including intimacy. It is sunnah to recite a dua before engaging in intimacy, asking Allah for protection from the devil and for blessings in whatever outcome follows. This highlights the spiritual, emotional, and physical dimensions of intimacy. Women often require foreplay to prepare mentally and physically for intimacy. The Prophet emphasized the importance of foreplay, referring to it as the messenger between spouses. Kissing and kind words are essential for creating a fulfilling experience, especially for women who may struggle to achieve satisfaction without it. For women, achieving mental readiness is as important as physical preparation. Women must set aside distractions and prepare themselves mentally and emotionally for their husbands. Similarly, men must ensure proper hygiene and presentation to make intimacy enjoyable for their wives. Neglecting these aspects can lead to dissatisfaction. Men and women alike should prioritize their appearance and hygiene within the marriage, just as they do for external events like job interviews or social gatherings. Intimacy begins with attraction, and mutual effort in looking and feeling good is crucial. Consent is another vital component. If a wife is uncomfortable with certain acts, her husband must respect her boundaries. Gratitude is key to maintaining a healthy relationship. Allah reminds us that humans are naturally inclined to take as much as they can, so practicing contentment and being grateful for what your spouse offers is essential. Forcing a spouse into something they are uncomfortable with is not only harmful but also haram.